There's a lady that says something that we're recording. Apparently she's not in this version. Okay.
Quite the feat.
You said we're using our own iPads for the stopwatch.
If you would like a copy, yeah, you can put it up there.
Your browser just went to something else, to Chrome.
What happened? Why? Especially when I was recording, why? Apparently it was going the whole time. Sorry. Take a look at where you're at there. Right. Hey. All right, Jerson, pick your poise.
Tell me the truth.
Jerson, what is your topic?
My topic is finding the lucky leprechaun.
All right, one more time formally, Jerson, what is your topic?
My topic is finding the lucky leprechaun.
All right, audience, are you ready? Jerson, are you ready? And proceed.
St. Patrick's Day is one of my favorite holidays. Not only is my favorite color green, green is everywhere on St. Patrick's Day, but everybody's always so happy. Everybody's always in a good mood on St. Patrick's Day. There's all these cool symbols and all these really cool jewelry. We think of rainbows, we think of clovers, but what else do you think about? Leprechauns. Leprechauns historically have a lot of relevance because they used to be called evil. They used to be little monsters that people in storybooks would say would attack you if you tried to take their gold. Now, they wouldn't tell you that it's their gold, but they would still attack you anyways. So you can imagine my thoughts on leprechauns at this time. I didn't think they were always, going to be the friendliest, but I had never met one before. And there's recently a scientific discovery that found that they're actually a branch of humans that has been living in isolation for the last million years. That's pretty crazy to think about. And when on St. Patrick's Day, they have started to come out into our civilization. On St. Patrick's Day, a portal opens from their tiny little island in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean so they can easily come onto mainland America. So they always come through this little portal and there's a red carpet laid out for them because they're leprechauns. This is their holiday. We all love the leprechauns. The media has made leprechauns into these just amazing creatures, but I know based on history that these leprechauns are no good. So this leprechaun, his name was Lucky. Lucky the leprechaun was the most famous leprechaun because he had the traditional red beard, he had the top hat, he looked exactly like the leprechauns that you've been drawing since you were a kid. This leprechaun was extremely rich, like he was able to afford a palace of all gold. It was leprechaun sized, of course, so maybe it didn't cost as much as a human house or a human palace would cost, but it was really, really cool. And he took me over to see it. I was very suspicious, never lost my edge. I was always watching him, always making sure that he wasn't going to pull something, because remember how I said that leprechauns are very protective of their gold? This was his gold. This palace was his gold. So I was never going to let my guard down around Lucky. Lucky pretended that he was really nice to me. He fed me this really big dinner, which had all sorts of meat onto it. It had ham, turkey, and even a dish from Leprechaun Island. It was a giant turtle. Now, turtles aren't really something that you'd think would taste good, but it's really cool. And it tasted like marshmallows, like the Lucky Charms, which which I found out is actually made by Lucky himself, controlling people's minds. Now, another thing that leprechauns can do is they can manipulate you. Their mind control isn't necessarily something that you think of when you think of like a story. It's not magic, but rather it's the way that they talk to you. They're able to manipulate their words and convince you that you need to do something. So Lucky is very dangerous to me. I never know what I can do, what's off limits, and I need to be on my edge. So I was walking carefully. I was not touching the walls. The walls are gold, mind you. I was barely touching the ground, taking giant steps, making sure I was touching as little as possible. And then I found that he had a dungeon. Now, Lucky had went to go get the other dishes in the other room in the kitchen, and I went down to his dungeon to see what was down there. Like, what was he hiding? Who was he hiding? Because I knew that this was not a good leprechaun, and I should probably get out of here. So my curiosity got the best of me. But as soon as I got into his little house, into the dungeon, he slammed the door shut, and I was just standing there. Come on, Lucky. What did I ever do to you? I tried so carefully to please you, and I don't really know what else I could do. But I never got out, and I'm telling this story from Lucky the Leprechaun's cell in his house.
Thank you.
You did it. One down before we go, right?
Great.
Good year.
I